Let's take a live look now at the system that tracks flights in and out of MSP International. Things are smooth sailing right now, but that was not the case early this morning. The FAA issued a ground stop affecting dozens of flights after the control tower was evacuated because of smoke.
Gordon Severson joins us now to explain what happened.
Yeah, the FAA is still investigating to find the source of this smoke. They say the evacuation itself only lasted a few minutes, and another control center was able to take over so pilots never lost communication with the ground team. But in the aviation industry, just a few minutes can lead to major delays for thousands of travelers.
On descent, so we were just about to land, about 2 minutes from landing.
Former state representative Jeremy Munson and his family were on their way home from Mexico Tuesday morning when their flight was suddenly put on hold.
The airport waved us off for some reason, and we circled the airport a couple times and then ended up being redirected to Sioux Falls.
That's when Munson heard the flight attendants talking about an evacuation at the MSP control tower.
Where they were talking about a fire that happened or smoke in the tower, and they had to evacuate the tower at the last minute and had all the flights kind of wave off.
Munson says they waited in Sioux Falls for about 2 hours and then started heading back to MSP. He says several passengers were concerned about their connecting flights, and Munson was concerned about getting his 2 kids to school on time.
At the terminal when we deplaned was packed full of travelers who were frustrated because of the delay that it caused them as well.
The FAA has safety protocols that ensure pilots always have communication with air traffic controllers, and the agency says those protocols were followed this morning. Here's how it works. First, there's the control tower, and they manage the airspace that's about 4,000 feet, up to 4,000 feet, within about a 5-mile radius around the airport. After that, the Minneapolis Terminal Radar Approach Control takes over. Now, these control stations are called TRACONs. The TRACON is also located at the airport, and the controllers there typically manage the airspace that's within about 50 miles of the airport, up to cruising altitude. Now, during this evacuation at the control tower this morning, the FAA says the TRACON controllers were able to step in and help them out, which is standard procedure when incidents like this happen. Then lastly, there are air route traffic control centers. The Minnesota Center is located in Farmington, and the controllers there manage the airspace that is high altitude and far away from the airport. And the FAA says these 3 centers work together. They are frequently stepping in to help each other, so the pilots always have contact with someone who can guide them where they need to go.